So our theme this year is to endurance, right? Y'all remember that? You got to do it. So starting today, you're gonna have to move up from the basement, and for those who are on the first floor, you got to move up to at least the third floor this year. You want to reach the 100th floor because 99 and a half won't do. Got to go 100. But since it's so difficult for some people, I'm thinking maybe I'll go a little easy on them and get you to move up from the first floor to 30th floor. So start working on that. You know what I mean by moving up to the next floor, floor 30? Who don't know what that means? Oh, okay. What's going through your mind when I say that, Les?
Well, just the question of, I don't know what you mean by that.
By the 30th floor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know what that means?
No.
All right. How about you?
Hey, good morning. It sounds like a game, competition. Keep moving up, leveling
Right.
up.
Yeah.
So that's what comes to my mind initially.
Oh, okay. Who do know what I mean? Yes, ma'am.
I think you are telling us to stay at a higher consciousness instead,
Okay.
because we're at a lower. A lot of times that's where we're comfortable,
Yeah,
but it's time to leave that behind.
yeah, absolutely. You gotta come out of the basement of conscious thinking, because if you don't, you're gonna die, meaning spiritual death, and you don't want to die that way. You want to live, right? And so what I want to start, and then I get to the biblical question, I want to just remind you that some of the ways and the nature of evil and how it operates. Because I don't think most people realize that evil is in everything that you do. There's no good in it at all. And evil pretend to be our friend. All our friends are living in our heads, and they pretend to love us, they pretend to look out for us, and they don't. They're not looking out for you. They're trying to kill you, and they want to live in you. So and I don't think people recognize this. And one of the reasons I realize this is because evil tells everybody the exact same thing. For an example, evil tells people that you should not forgive. What they did to you was too bad, too mean. You should not forgive. And all your life, they've been treated that way, and you should not forgive them. And you believe it, and you stay in hell. Or even tell you that, oh, you made a mistake at work or at somewhere, and you need to go back and correct it. And you start getting fear and emotion from it, and now you want to go and do something about it rather than taking the pain of the emotions, the fear, and just live with it and have a way to see. Even tell you that there's a time to cry, and so you cry. There's never a time to cry, but you cry anyway because your friend in your head told you that it's okay to cry. You just lost someone, or you just lost something, and you cry. I have a friend of mine who, when he was a kid, young, his parents moved him all over the place. He lived in a boarding home, he traveled to one private school to another, all over the place. And now that he's old, he can't be still. He can't settle down anywhere. And he keeps thinking that that the next move got to be a better move for him. He lived in amazing homes, had amazing jobs, and then he would get settled in those homes, and all of a sudden he finds something wrong with it. There's something wrong with it. They find something wrong with it. And so the other day, a month or two ago, he was trying to buy an island. He wanted to move on an island. And I'm like, that's not going to help you, man. That's not your problem. But no, I'll be more free, he said. I'll be away from the people. if I move on this island. And so the island deal fell through. It didn't work. So now he's going to buy a boat. I'm like, what the? And he does. I'm like, you've been traumatized, man. Your parents traumatized you by moving you around so much when you were a kid. Now you can't settle anywhere. I'm like, you're not gonna. You buy the boat, nobody coming by. You'll be on the boat by yourself and be all lonely. But and then the friends, which is our enemy. Did you know you don't have an enemy outside at all? There's no such thing as an outside enemy. All of your enemies are inside of you, every one of them. But they make you think they're outside. And when people do attack you, some people will attack you, but it's their enemy is attacking them on the inside, and it has nothing to do with you. Emotions tell you that you don't have enough or you have too much. Oh, I got to make more money. I got to have this type of job because my neighbor has an amazing job and blah, blah, blah. Your enemy, which you call your friend, tell you that you don't live in the right place. You don't look right. You need to be like somebody else. It tell you that you have fear, doubt, worry, sad, and loneliness. People get mad. They get angry, and they think that they are the anger. They justify the anger. And they said, Jesus was angry. Satan telling me, yeah, you have a right to be angry because Jesus was angry. And they think the anger that they have is what Jesus had because he went into the temple and did what he did. They really believe that, but that's a lie. It's not true at all. Some people believe that all you have to do to be saved or born again is to confess Jesus as Lord and Savior and believe that he died and rose again and went on the cross and all that. They believe that's what it takes. All it takes to be born again. And they do it and they still cry at night. And they never question, okay, I did that. Why is it that it's not working? Why am I not free? Your enemy tell you that you have a past or future, and you believe it, and you think about the past, and you have a false idea about the future. Your enemy tell you that you are the wrong color, or that racism exists, or that somebody don't like you. Your enemy tell you that somebody can keep you down. I'm being kept down by. It's all a lie. Everything is just a lie. And you've been taught lies from the day you popped out of your mama's womb. They start lying to you. And all your life, only thing you've ever believed were lies. And what you don't know, when you come up out of the basement, get to the first floor, second floor, third floor, and so on, you're going to start seeing that you've been lied to about everything. You've been lied to. And in those lies, you've been kept on the bottom floor. And you've been living from the bottom floor, trying to appease people, trying to please people, instead of just living your life without a plan. The devil, along with the other devils, tell you that you need a plan for life. That doesn't even make sense. How are you going to plan life? We don't even know what tomorrow's going to bring. But you plan, and you stress out, and you plan life. And so, another thing. Evil tell you that you're going to die, and then you feel afraid of dying. When in reality, you're never going to die. You're never going to die. Isn't that amazing? But you live a life. I know people who are afraid of dying, and that's an illusion. And so you got to start really paying attention to that if you want to start climbing floors. And I promise you, you will climb floors if you want it. You will start to see. You will see, and if you're already seeing a little bit, it's going to get clearer and clearer and clearer. And nobody or nothing can touch you. Without your effort, there will be no one to touch. You just live your life. But you got to pay attention to the enemy and not call the enemy you. It's not you. They're literally what's so weird too, in a good way, there is literally no you. There's no you. There has, in your whole life, nothing bad has ever happened to you. Nothing bad has ever happened to you. But you cry, you get mad, and you think something happened to you, but nothing happened to you. Isn't that amazing? Nothing has, and you're like, oh, people are so mean to me. My daddy, my stepmama was so mean, and now I hate my stepmama. Another thing that's so interesting, and I promise you this, I'm not making it up. You have never done anything wrong in your whole life. Nothing wrong. You could not do wrong if you tried. Go outside and try to do something wrong, you can't do it. You have never done anything wrong. Nothing wrong. You are not guilty of anything at all, but you feel guilty. And you think that because in your mind and in your body you feel the pain or guilt, you think that's really happening to you. Can you get any crazier than that? That's insane. Oh, I feel so guilty. I robbed a bank. Or y'all know what y'all do to people, right? And you feel guilty. But you have nothing to feel guilty about. Nothing. Even if you smoked pot this morning and came to church, high. Just be high, but don't do it anymore. But you have never done anything wrong. You're not guilty. God does not, when he look down, he does not see guilty people at all. He sees free people. When Christ walked the earth, Christ saw free people. He didn't see guilty people. But he saw people who thought that they were guilty, but he knew they were not. So you got to rise up this year from the basement, from the second floor to the third floor, all the way up to the 30th floor. Hopefully we can get you up to the 50th floor this year. But you got to do it. You got to stay present. That's the only way it's going to happen. It's not going to happen any other way, because if you stay present, you're going to be going through all these different illusions and ideas and thoughts and emotions that you've had, and you're going to rise up from it. And it will happen. You rise up from it, and the higher you get, the clearer things become. But you got to stay present for that to happen. It's not going to happen any other way. And while you're climbing the floors, your friends on the inside of your head, which are your enemies, they're going to try to tell you, no, don't do this. This is not working. You got to react. You got to have a plan. You got to do this and do that. But the higher you get up on the floor, the less you're going to pay attention to them. You will know that they're lying to you. But God doesn't see you as guilty. And the human beings who tell you that you are, they're lying to you because they can't see. They're telling you about themselves, not you. There's nothing to be feel guilty for. Any question about that? Does that make sense now, Alexis? Tell me about it.
It reminded me of a previous analogy that you've made before about being, like somebody being in your home, robbing you, and you being in the attic,
Yes.
just watching everything happen. And being up there is just like being the observer of everything,
Yeah.
and watching it all happen. But you can't really watch it all happen from the base level. You have
That's
to
right.
get above it, watch it, and the more you watch it, the higher you'll go, to the point to where you'll be at the 100th floor or in
Absolutely.
the attic watching,
It will happen. But you got to rise from up there.
to like separate yourself from it.
Yeah.
By
When you can see it, you are separated. It's when you don't see it, is when you react to it and call it you, then you and it become one. But you can see it, and you're right. The higher you get up, the more you're going to see.
the lighter it is, the easier it is to go further.
sorry?
The lighter it is,
Yeah, absolutely.
the more you drop.
After a while, you're going to see that there is no burdens or anything to carry. It's all been an illusion. It's all been a lie. Another thing that's going to happen too, if you stay with this, you will never, ever, 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 but never look for love again. You would never look for it because you already have it. You would never look for love. You would never think, am I going to get married one day and have children? Or am I, because you already have everything. You will want for nothing. And when you want for nothing, you have everything. And everything, but that doesn't mean you and Nick, though. Make sure y'all get married. Don't y'all climb that many floors too fast. I can hear Nick now. I'm not getting married. I'm climbing the floor. And Alexa threw you out the window. But you don't have to want for anything. What's so interesting about not wanting for anything? You already have it. You don't know it because you want it. You already have everything that you ever need, ever want, ever want. You already have it. But you're on the bottom floor, you don't know it. You're like I can't use that word, right? Hey.
Monkey.
Uh-huh.
You can say it like that since it's not racial.
Oh, okay. So you're like a monkey. You know how the monkey's always grabbing, trying to get more. Never going to get enough. He's always trying to get more and more and more and more and more. Monkeys never get enough. Instead of being like the lion, just lay in wait until the food come by and attack it. And you just stay awake. The lion does not run around looking for anything. He just stay awake, and the food come by, he grab it and eat. If you stay awake, that's all you have to do too. But you don't do what the lion do. You like running around trying to get everything, like the monkey, trying to grab everything. I'm full of food already, you're still trying to get the other. Be like the lion. Stay still and let it happen. It will happen. It really, what's so weird about it? I say weird in a good way, because I'm black and slow. I can't think of any other word. It's already there, but you don't see it. It's already right here, right now, but you just don't see it because you're up here in the darkness and can't see. That's all the problem is. Christ came that we may see. He came and he brought the light by example so that we can see what the light looked like. He already knew we had everything, that we were free. So he was that living example of what it is to overcome the lower nature, which is the nature of evil, and die from it. Rise up and die from the old way. That's all he was doing. He was trying to point us back to the Father by being a living example. And then people missed it all. They thought he was here for some other reason. They thought, I remember reading that the Jews believe that and I mentioned this last Sunday, I think. The Jews believe, at least some of the Jews, I don't know if all the Jews believe this. The Jews believe that they're their body. They really believe that they're their body and that their body is so important and sacred. And so when they die, they bury the body in such a nice way and quick and fast. But if you're a bad person, they throw your body and burn it because the Jews believe that when they die, their bodies are going to rise again from the grave, and then somehow or another their spirit and their body going to come together and then go into heaven. I'm like, what the? And so if your body was a bad body, the Jews would throw you off in some little area there and burn you so that your whole soul would be damned, be doomed. Isn't that amazing? You are not your body. Christ was in the body. The body is there for us to be able to overcome, to live and overcome this fallen state to a higher state. That's what the body is for. But we are not our body. So stop having the body religion. You are not your body. So don't worship the body. All right? Yes, sir.
So if you're going up floors, is it possible? I mean, I imagine it could be, but what's your thoughts on, can you go down a floor? Can you start descending down?
Only if you believe a thought. But if you're already climbing the floor, and because you're so out of habit, you're so used to believing the thoughts, you feel like you're falling back down, just come out of the thoughts right away, you back on.
Stay with it.
Yeah. Just don't stay in the mind. Just be aware of it. Eventually, there will be no thoughts to be aware of. They will all vanish. They will all be taken away from you, and you will have no more thoughts about the past or the future or this or that or anything. You will just live. You will flow through life. And it's meant to be that way. That's why Christ came, so that we can do that. And so it will happen. So if you do get in a thought while you're climbing up the floors, just don't freak out. Just come back to the present and you're fine. But your enemy within would tell you that, oh, you thought you were making it, but you're not. You thought God was with you, but he's not. That's not true. Just come back to thought. And be aware of what they're telling you, but do nothing about it. You are already free. And you need to slow down when you walk. Don't be all fast. Slow down and walk. You know what I mean? Walk like a black. No, don't walk like that. Right. Shucking and jiving. But slow down. Be aware of where you are. If you did this will work too, by itself. If you could be aware of where you are at all time and what you're doing, you're present. Just be aware. You can breathe, be aware of your breathing, because your breathing is happening right now. But if you could be aware of what you're doing at all times, be aware of where you are and what you're doing, it's working. You're going to forget to go unconscious because you're present. So when you get up in the morning, be aware of waking up and getting out of the bed and going to the shower, getting in the shower, and instead of getting lost with the water, you're like, oh, be aware of yourself showering. Don't go unconscious. All right, and for the potheads, if you want to stop smoking pot, I promise you, if you could be aware of smoking that pot, it'll end. It will stop. One day you'll go for it and won't even have an appetite for it, and you put it away. But if you try to stop it, it's going to get worse. Because of yourself, you could do nothing. But there's a greater power, and he would do it for you. Because the only reason you're smoking the pot is because something's missing on the inside. And the devil tell you, no, you're just doing the pot because you want to. That's not true. You're not doing it because you want to. You're doing it to escape something. And by the way, you can't smoke pot. Now they're saying pot is bad for you. Did y'all hear about that? It's not good for you. So do what you want. But come out of the basement. And for those who've been working on themselves for a while, it's time to leave the first floor or the second floor. All right? Stay with it. It will work. It doesn't matter. God doesn't see you the way we've been taught to see ourselves. We've been lied to. And nobody has nothing to give you. Nothing. It all comes from above. All right? Amazing.